Morning everyone, so just finished juicing, we had our breakfast, now it's time to make banana bread. So yeah, I will just give you step by steps. Man, the light is like killing me, you can see the bananas. Bananas. So this particular recipe, we're going with 6 bananas because I want to do a big batch because you know, my kids like to eat and so do I. So yeah. We're gonna crush this up and we'll get going. Alright? Stay tuned. And how I'm gonna crush it is using a whisk. Simple trick. Instead of a fork, which I was gonna use, but just go. I'm gonna do it with a whisk, alright? There you go. Put some energy in there. Alright. Faster! Dude, like they took your cookie. This is what you're looking for after you crush the bananas. You still want little small chunks, but you don't want too much of it, right? So you want an equal amount of mash, smash, puree chunks. Alright, now add our sugars and we're gonna add our vanilla and oil to this. And then we're gonna start the other step. So our banana's done, right? So we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla to our bananas. That's 1. I love vanilla. 2, maybe just a little extra. Alright, so vanilla's in. Right? Now we're gonna add our sugars. We use 2 types of sugars. 1 granulated sugar and 1 brown sugar. So sugar's in. It's a little high, but we have a lot of clumps, so I'll take out just a little piece. Right? And yep, take out that one. So here's our 3rd cup of sugar. We're gonna drop that in for texture, for color, and for flavor. Right? So a 3rd cup of granulated sugar and a 3rd cup of brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar or you can use dark brown sugar. Either one, it doesn't mix this up. Alright? So sugars are in, vanilla's in. Now we're gonna add our oil. Alright, so we're going with a 3rd cup of oil as well. So it's a 3rd cup of sugar, a 3rd cup of oil. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. So now I'm gonna mix everything up, okay? So now we're mixing everything. We just kinda wanna incorporate the oil, the sugars, vanilla, banana. We want to make sure that looks cohesive, so this way when we fold in our dry ingredients we can go right to it. Good job, assistant sous chef. So we've mixed everything. Now we're adding our flour. So it's 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and when you're adding the flour, just kind of sprinkle it in evenly and just don't dump it in just one spot, right? We're gonna just do that. My baking soda and my cinnamon to this and sprinkle it in just the same way. Alright? Now a quick tip for when you're using baking soda. If you, depending on how long you've had it, 1 cup. 2 cups. And now I'm gonna a quick way to check it to make sure that it's still potent and it's going to do what it's supposed to do is take some vinegar, add your baking soda to the vinegar. If it bubbles up, you're good to go. If it doesn't, get rid of it, right? So my cinnamon, I really don't like using the powdered cinnamon just because this is way more potent. So I just get microplane, my cinnamon bark, and I just go to town, right? I wish you could smell this. It smells amazing, but this gives you all that cinnamon flavor with extra punch, right? Just delicious, okay? So everything is in, but it is still like this. We haven't mixed it yet, right? So you can see the flour is still on top. So the trick and the tip about making vegan banana bread is work with your dough, because that's what makes it tough. And since we're not using any eggs, you definitely don't want to overwork it, right? Because there's nothing to help keep it nice and fluffy and moist. So that's why we put everything on top, sprinkle it, and then we use a rubber spatula to fold everything in. It's okay if some of the stuff is not completely wet. You just want to make sure that the whole mixture is moist. Alright? There'll be a little bit of lumps, and that's okay. You leave it alone. Degrees, it's been there getting hot for about the last 15 minutes or so. You want to make sure that your oven is ready to go before you do this and you put it in. So we're going to lightly fold this in, right? And then we're going to spoon it into our baking pans. Then once we put it into the baking tray. So I have these that I sprayed with Pam, and then just parchment paper on the very bottom, a little bit on the sides. This is going to help take it out of the pan when it's done, right? So we'll have that ready. The oven's at work. Very simple, very quickly, all right? That's the trick about baking. No overworking your dough, all right? So Tiny Hands right now is trying to mix it, but it can be a little tough if you don't really understand the concept of folding ingredients in, but she gets the idea, right, Elliot? So we're just gonna incorporate everything, and then we're gonna go from there. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. We're done. It's right here. Here we go. Right, so I sprinkle some brown sugar on top. This is gonna go right into the oven for about 50 minutes or so. Or the other thing we can do is stick a toothpick in and see if it comes out clean, whichever happens first. All right? You guys notice my hair is back?